This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
Look, up above. What is that? Red skies? What? Anyway, welcome back to the Legends of the Arrowverse and the Multiverse while it's still here. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that Miss Bloodwork herself.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire. What's up?
Although her secret to eternal life is blood. You know what I'm saying? Embalm. So we had another full week this week. Back to 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but again, that'll be the last one for a while.
Maybe it'll give time for people to binge and you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, because, Crisis only, they got to split up that damn Crisis. I don't know if I should get to my angry moment. My local Pittsburgh CW. I won't be able to watch Supergirl until Monday because the freaking, they're going to have the post-game, the Steelers post-game talk on, at that time, which the game's not even on that channel. It's on the big CBS channel, but then they're going to do the post-game talk on CW. I'm like, really? Interrupt freaking 60 minutes. Give me my part one of my crossover. That's right. I said it.
I hear you.
Make the old people wait. It'll be 8 o'clock. They'll be in bed anyway. Know what I'm saying? But yes, so next week, or hey, if you're listening to this on the podcast, tomorrow you can join me and Lilith live tomorrow night, not at 9:15, immediately following the Flash episode. We're going to break down the whole the first 3 parts of Crisis for you with some special guests. I'll give you a hint. Krypton Report. Mr. Tyler and Mr. James. Superman Red, Superman Blue. Lilith. Oh no! She's been sucked through a portal. She's about to become a harbinger of things to come. Right, Lilith? Really? Is she ignoring me? Lilith, are you there? Alright. Well. Lilith, if you're there, I can't hear you. Alright. Well, so like we said, we had a full house this week, so... Lilith, are you there? If so, I cannot hear you. I hear nothing? Alright. Well, until we get Lilith back, let me go over what we had this week. We had, let's see, like we said, full house. We had my list. There we go. Batwoman, Season 1, Episode 8, A Mad Tea Party. Supergirl, Season 5, Episode 8, The Wrath of Rama. Black Lightning, Season 3, Episode 8, The Book of Resistance, Chapter 3, The Battle of Franklin Terrace. Again, those titles keep getting longer and longer. I swear they're doing it just to annoy me. The Flash, Season 6, Episode 8, The Last Temptation of Barry Allen, Part 2. And, of course, Arrow, Season 8, Episode 7, Purgatory. The last episode of Arrow for 2019. Because, once again, Arrow's episode of Crisis isn't coming until January, so... If and when we get Lilith back, I'm sure she's going to be like, oh, let's get closer to the end. Yeah, so let's get to... Well, first, of course, it's Batwoman begins the week. Season 1, Episode 8, A Mad Tea Party, where basically Alice is basically just comes at everybody. Come at me, bro. And it's just, Kate has it out with her other sister, and I guess... After Alice attacks everyone, Kate and her father are ready to give up on her. Which just seems weird. It's like, aren't they like, oh, I swear before Kate was like, oh, she's, she's mentally ill or whatever. Now she's just like, yeah, let's put her down like a mad dog. I don't know. Just seemed kind of sudden, and I don't know. I guess it was just a place to bookmark, to check mark where we were at, just because, again, Crisis is coming. We're not going to get back to this till at least probably end of January. Yes. So like I say this every week pretty much when we talk Batwoman. It just seems so weird. I don't know if it's the pacing of Batwoman. Like they wanted to rush and get the origin out. We had to get to Alice, but then it's like it's almost like, okay, we sped through this. Now let's spin our wheels for a little bit because Crisis is coming. Which was weird because like we saw red skies on like a lot of on the Flash and Arrow we saw red skies at the end of the episodes because Crisis is coming. Black Lightning we didn't, but just from next week's promos it looks like we're getting red skies. So, but again, I'm trying to remember. I don't think Supergirl had red skies either. So that's very weird. But again, I don't know. Batwoman's in this weird spot. It's like, are we caught up to the present day? I know with when they mentioned the Arkham breakout, we were caught up to last year's crossover, but I wish Lilith were here. I'm not sure if they've definitively said we've caught up to the present day, or maybe when Crisis starts next week, or are we going to do a little bit of a time jump to that? I don't know. Lilith, where are you? Probably rebooting the hard drive. No, it's no euphemism. But yeah, I was gonna say maybe I'll fly through some quick thoughts. And then Supergirl, we got once again the battle with Agent Skinner from the X-Files. And of course Lena makes off with Myriad. Kara goes to chase her and stops Lex's automated defenses from blasting her with kryptonite. So is Lena going to forgive Kara maybe eventually? And again, I mean, probably all this will probably come after Crisis, but hey, Lena's in Crisis. Spoilers, at the end of this Supergirl episode, we saw the Monitor had Lex and he needs him for some purpose. And hey, is that the Book of Destiny we saw the Monitor holding? I told you people, that Book of Destiny is coming in. Oliver's going to use that to change his fate with berries. I'm telling everyone. Mark my words. I keep saying it, but until you people believe me, remember, Oliver's changing his fate with berries with the Book of Destiny.
Mark my words.
That's right, Luca. Thank you. And again, where are you? But yeah, and in other Arrowverse news, there's I don't know if they said what episode it is, but I guess in one of the episodes coming up in 2020 of Supergirl after Crisis, there was a still making the rounds on the internet of Kara ripping her shirt open in front of like a crowd. I don't know if it was like reporters. So are we really going the Bendis route and having her reveal her identity to the world? Bendis! Or is this just, some kind of like dream thing or another Black Mercy situation, something? Or is this going to, we do have those contact lenses where people can see whatever they want. So is this Lena somehow plotting to out Kara or something? Who knows? Who knows how much Crisis is going to change things? Lilith, where are you? We also had Black Lightning. This is going to be the weirdest one, I think, when it comes Crisis-wise. Because this show, even more than I think Batwoman, although Batwoman's pretty grounded, although she was in the crossover last year, it's just like Black Lightning seems very grounded. Like you have people with superpowers, but that's it. Like you really, really don't see a lot of, it's like, oh, some people have superpowers. But besides that, this is a very realistic world. And then, again, I don't know if Lilith saw it because she usually doesn't watch the previews, but next week it looks like Black Lightning is going to have a Crisis officially he's not in the crossover, but from the previews it looks like red skies and looks like maybe he's fighting an evil other dimensional version of his daughter or something. So yeah, I mean, I know Lil said she said she believes there's people who only watch Black Lightning. So how much of a shock is that going to be for them? It's very grounded that all of a sudden they're going to be dealing with alternate realities. And like we said last week, I think I heard that Black Lightning is only going to appear on The Flash and then the Legends episode after the break. So if we're doing Red Skies on Black Lightning on Monday, we have to get a portal. There has to be a portal he followed, I just wonder if it's going to be him going through a portal by himself, or if we're going to see any, like Barry or Cisco or anything. Yes, very odd. But I did like this episode. It actually, it was like almost like a bottle episode. Not really, but I mean, Jefferson was basically protecting one building where, his third grade teacher lived. Forget what grade it was, but yeah, him and Henderson brings him in. Him and Henderson come to terms, or at least an uneasy truce. We see in this finally. We see her come face to face with her attacker, and finally that mask comes off. Again, this whole I know it's a superhero trope, but just the little mask and everyone just seems shocked when they're like, "Oh, it's you." And we got Lynn and Gamby, and I guess Lynn's dropped her drugs, so is she gonna be going cold turkey? And again, I mean, I don't think they would change a lot, but as like with Crisis, you could change so much. But again, if there's only people who watch Black Lightning, is that going to turn them off if the writers would use? But again, I mean, I know Lilith has this theory that, like, I don't know if it's the showrunner or whatever, that they really don't want to be part of the bigger Arrowverse. And oh wait, what's that in the distance? I see a portal opening, I think. And look who popped through that portal. It's Lilith Hellfire.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, my computer hates freaking Get Vocal.
So I've been talking.
So anyway, sorry.
I've been talking for 14 minutes. Why don't we hear from Miss Lilith Hellfire?
What do you want to know?
I don't know. So what? I just briefly touched on Batwoman, Supergirl, and then Black Lightning. But I don't know. What did you?
Okay,
think? Good. Oh, so you don't want to talk anything about? So what did you think about Batwoman? Like I was saying, I mean, they amped up the whole Alice thing, and I'm just, Kate's been her biggest defender, but now all of a sudden she's just with her dad. She's like, yeah, let's put the mad dog down. I'm just like, okay. Then she went from 0 to crazy in 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, and like it's like weird because it's been like a kind of like a little bit of a break for the show, but we come back to this. I'm like, I kind of over like the whole Alice in Wonderland theme and everything too, like a Mad Tea Party or whatever.
Well, I mean, besides Crisis, I guess they wanted to leave it in like not a cliffhanger, but this is the last episode besides the Crisis episode until next year. So is it just like?
I guess they wanted to like try to like.
Are they really going to kill Alice? Stuff.
Yeah, which they've done some brave moves, so like kind of like closing that chapter, but they're not, because it's clearly a lot more. But yeah, I'm over the Alice in Wonderland thing. Like, yeah, I'm ready to move on.
But this episode just smacked at me of okay, let's ramp it up and then stop because Crisis is coming. See you next year.
Yeah. Like I said, I just hope people binge the show and they can get because like sometimes it takes the show 6 episodes to really get going. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't have time for that on a week-to-week basis. So,
did you see where did I see it? I guess they're saying in the in James Tynan's Batman comics that are coming up. I guess at first Lucius Fox is going to take like the tech side of Alfred's job because spoiler alert, Alfred's dead. But then he's like kind of grooming Luke to take that job. I'm like, boy, I wonder where they got that idea.
Well, it's more logical in the comic books than it is in the show right now. Yeah. But yeah.
But I'm just like, Luke always had like a costume and stuff. It was actually, but now Lucius is grooming him to be the tech guy. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. We all know how I feel about when they do certain things from TV and put it in the comics. So.
All right. So.
But no, I think Batwoman has actually improved a little bit over the last like 3 episodes. So.
Yeah, I think it had to like find. I don't know, say like had to like find it. You know, like a lot of first season shows in its first season, it has to like find its way and stuff. And like again, the pacing is just weird because they want to do the origin, and they're starting back at scratch. But it's like, hey, Crisis is coming, so
yeah.
That's like we didn't see any red skies at the end of this episode, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if this episode was up to date, so are we going to do a time jump when we get to the Crisis episode?
Probably.
So, yeah.
They'll fix it in post. Don't worry about it. I'm just, yeah.
Oh my lord! But just like in that mouse, it's like he's not Clayface. It's like you can make him look like anyone. I'm like, I mean, if he was like a meta or something, I'd get it. But he's just like, hey, slap something on his face, and hey, I can look like a girl. I can look like anyone.
Yeah. It's okay. Convenient plot point is convenient. It's fine. It'll get better. Don't worry about it. Let's talk about Supergirl really quick. I hate the title.
The Wrath of Rama Khan.
Just on so many levels. I'm just like, I don't care about Hope. I only care about Lena. So, you know.
Yeah, I almost forgot about it, Hope. I was just like...
Exactly.
Well, I was like, who's that in that costume? I was like, oh, yeah.
That one girl.
So do you think there's still hope for the for your fanfic Kara and Lena romance?
No. Only in fanfic. It can only exist in fanfic. I will admit to it. But I just have to say that it did feel super rushed. I feel like this shouldn't have been an episode right before Crisis.
Yeah. Do you think all these shows...
I think it just failed on that front.
Do you think all these shows want to do kind of like mini season finales before Crisis?
They have to.
Oh, yeah.
And that's unfortunate because it's like, honestly, when it comes to Supergirl, I'm just like, whatever. For the Crisis part, like, it's not about her. It's about the mini Supermen or whatever that are like going to be there. We've got live action Kevin Conroy as old man Bruce. Spoilers. Sorry, guys. But yeah, like it's like so much other stuff that's just so far outside of like Supergirl and Batwoman. It's pretty much going to be the Flash and Arrow show that it's like, did we really need those two in here?
Yeah.
And other than the fact that Clark's her cousin, like, just saying.
And I already mentioned it, but like I was talking to Tyler about this the other day. I mean, did you see that still that's floating around for the second half of the season where she's like ripping her shirt open in front of almost like a group of reporters? Is this going to be like a dream or something, or are we having our Bendis moment?
We're not going to have... Well, I would say it might be a Bendis moment if they really want like next season to be its last season, because once you do that, you just can't put that genie back in a bottle for a TV show.
Yeah,
because like Arrow made that decision.
I was going to say, ask
how
Oliver.
It turned out for them.
Ask Oliver.
Yeah, so definitely probably not what we think.
I mean, if nothing else, I just don't think Supergirl's getting more than one more season because that Superman show is coming. Superman and Lois.
Like I said, I wouldn't be so quick to jump onto that Superman and Lois bandwagon for a TV show. Like I said, Tyler's very divisive as Superman. Bitsy is kind of a bit of an older Lois, and they have a kid. Like, from the CW, like, if Black Lightning is not doing it for people, and he's got, like, full-grown kids, Baby John, it might not do it for a lot of people either. Just saying. For the CW.
I don't care if it makes sense, but if we're going to do a Superman and Lois show... Get Brandon Routh. We're already getting him in Crisis. And I don't care if his wife already played Nora Dark. Make her Lois.
I mean, you would think.
And you know the chemistry's there, so.
And then it's that awkward moment where they get her divorced. Looking at you, Dexter. Like, dude, working on it, like, working with your, like, significant other in, like, film and TV, it's really stressful. You work 18-hour days and you have to come home to each other. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Yeah, but wasn't that Dexter thing weird? Because, like, wasn't she playing his sister, but he was, like, dating her in real life?
Yeah, and they got married and then they got divorced, and it ruined the show forever. Dexter fans, fight me. I don't care. You know it's true. Ain't got time for your rose-colored fangirl glasses, homie. I don't have time for it. But yeah.
But no, the Brandon...
I want more for Brandon. I do. I want more for everybody. Like, it's just, like I said, like, I just feel like Supergirl and Batwoman don't need to be in this crossover.
What about...
It's too much.
How about this? If we're getting a Superman show, I mean, if you want to keep Supergirl, why don't... Would people revolt?
CBS, take her back.
Well, no.
Jesus, just take her back.
Would people revolt if we had a weekly team-up show, Batwoman and Supergirl?
They're both very low-rated shows, unfortunately. Like, it hurts my heart as a woman, but, like, as a fangirl, I'm just like, makes sense.
I mean, yeah, do the world's finest show, and I mean, you can maybe combine their audiences, which there might be some overlap there. Or maybe
we just kind of, yeah. We got a clean house in this DC shared universe. Like, let's just be honest. It's getting to be a bit much.
Well, I think that's what Crisis is going to do, because, I mean, you know,
if they don't, we riot.
You know, when we speak next week, there's going to be at least one death. You know that.
Yeah.
So there might be more. Hey, that's those 7 symbols, though, you know, the scene they put at the end of every episode this week with Nash. Those 7 symbols, that isn't going to be the 7 who die, is it? Because, I mean,
that'd be a little too obvious, right?
Well, it's CW, but I mean, one of the symbols is an arrow, so I'm like, okay, I can see it. Because is that even like the order they die in? Because the arrow, I think, was like the last one. I was like, oh, is that the order?
It would be so lame if it was.
Because
like,
the one
I would riot in the streets.
I was trying to figure out the symbols, and I was like, one looks like a helmet. I was like, is that supposed to be Barry? I was like, no. What? Oh, ooh, Diggle, yeah. But I was gonna say, what if that's Brandon Routh's Ray Palmer? What if Ray Palmer dies?
Ooh,
because he is leaving the show.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Ray Palmer, he's getting out of this crossover.
Yikes, that would be terrible. Because I know they said that if Legends goes forward, they definitely do want to have him back in some capacity. So I don't know.
Superman,
but that's just Hollywood speak.
Yeah, but he's also
fans happy.
Yeah, but he's also gonna be Superman too. You could always have Superman back.
Yeah, but then when you have that Tyler H show, I don't know. I don't know how.
Hey.
I don't know how everybody feels about the whole situation.
They're setting up their multiverse with this crossover. So, I mean, really setting it up with this crossover. So, hey, you want your cake, man? You can have.
You can't pull that off on TV, though. You just can't. Viewers are just. I get it. Like, I totally get it now, because like I talk to people on a daily basis in my job now, and people are. No offense, guys. They're idiots.
I know.
They're idiots. I can't with people.
People don't know about them, though. Multiverse.
Yeah, it's just like somebody asked me to explain something. I was just like, I don't have time for this. I'm on my break. It's too long of a story. I'll bring you some comic books. I'll give you some reading material. You can't ask me to explain this to you in 15 minutes, homie. I'm sorry.
It's just like, how do I dumb this down to where they'll understand?
Yeah, because some people only watch The Flash. Some people only watch whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of like, that's why I'm just like, I don't know if they're going to go for it. I just don't know. I'm so nervous for this crossover. Now that, like, I was hyped, and now I'm just like, oh my God, what if this doesn't work? What if this makes things worse?
Oh, I think it's going to be good.
I mean, it's going to be good on screen, but like the aftermath, like I just don't trust these people with the aftermath of it.
Oh, the aftermath, yeah. But I just mean that the actual event, I think it's going to be.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Like I'm not going to nitpick. I'm just going to fangirl the whole 3 hours, and then next year, the last 2 hours.
It's going to be the highest rated thing the CW's ever had.
Mark my words.
Oh, Mini Doom. Yeah, well, it's not hard to do, but. It's not hard to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Supergirl, like, I need something more from her. Like I'm just so sad. I'm mad now about the crossover because it is interfering with certain things. It's just like, damn it, man. And like, I feel Lena's pain. She feels so lonely, and I just want to give her a hug. Like, I'm rooting for Lena, and I don't care about Kara. It's like, dude, that's just what happens to Luthers in any kind of House of L show.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, like, think about it. Like, everybody wanted Lex to be good. They're like, no, you don't have to go down a dark path, and now everybody's doing that with Lena. It's just something about a Luthor, y'all.
Well, that's like I was taking with a grain of salt when they introduced a Luthor, because I'm like, you know where this is going.
Yeah.
Not a good place.
It didn't have to be this way, man. She could have left with Jimmy if we were going to do this, damn it.
Jimmy.
Anyway, so let's get to the meat and potatoes. The real stars of the Arrowverse. Like, let's not mince words. Let's talk about the Flash and Arrow.
Oh, you don't want to touch Black Lightning?
There's nothing to say, poor guy.
The Book of Resistance, Chapter 3, The Battle of Franklin Terrace. The titles are just getting longer.
At least you know what you're in for.
Yeah, he's defending a building, yes.
Yeah. I'm not watching after the crossover because none of the season matters in terms of let's be real, the crossover, that's all that matters about this year. Black Lightning's not giving us anything.
Well, at least in this, I finally figured out it's Khalil who attacked her.
Oh, really?
Your little mask dropped off. It's you.
Yeah.
Oh, but you don't watch the previews for next week, right?
No, I'm utterly shocked that they have an episode next week. Utterly shocked.
Well, the shock was it's gonna fit in because hey, half the scenes they were giving us for next week, red skies, baby, red skies.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and I don't
finally make something matter.
I don't know if they're bringing stuff in because someone's mentioned something about alternate realities and it almost looks like Jefferson's fighting like an evil version of Jennifer or something.
Oh.
So they're going there, yeah.
Well, good for them.
Yeah. So it's kind of.
I'll watch that and never watch the show again.
I was gonna say so it maybe kind of fits the theme, even though it's not an official crossover.
I guess for the people that only watch Black Lightning, they're like, hey, so there's this show, so there's this universe we're technically not real, we're tangentially a part of that's doing a thing.
There's these things called alternate realities.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, that'll be the last episode I ever watch of Black Lightning, and I will move on with my life and wait on World of Wakanda on Disney Plus.
Oh.
# sorry, not sorry.
All right. So do you want to get to Flash and Arrow then?
Yes, please, for the love of God.
All right. Flash Season 6, Episode 8, The Last Temptation of Barry Allen, Part 2.
Of course, Part 2. That was just so weird that they wanted to do a 2-parter right before Crisis. I'm just like, okay, way to stretch the budget.
Well, again, mid-season finale. Or
yeah.
Or maybe they were like, hey, Crisis is done. We got some money left.
I don't know, man.
Just
it wasn't enough to merit a 2-parter. Let's just be honest. The material was stretched very thin, but I still enjoyed it. We've had worse episodes. Looking at you, I finally did watch that singing episode. Yeah, that's the worst episode. And then the Iris gets her powers episode. And then that episode where it's freaking Cecile in plastic. I mean, elongated man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I don't know. Of course, I get the Walking Dead vibes, but I mean, I guess they wanted that cliffhanger. It's like, oh, Barry's been taken over, but it's like, he's gonna get out. Even last week, I was like, he's gonna get fixed. He's gonna go into Crisis normal. We've already seen the pictures.
We hardly knew ye. Goodbye.
Well, he's locked in a cell. Spoilers. He's locked in a cell now. He could always come back.
Dude, unless you're like Teddy Sears, or unless you're playing a version of a Dark Flash, you're not getting out of that damn cell.
Well, I mean, he could always be working with somebody in that second half of the season or something.
Fingers crossed, because they really shouldn't have wasted Sunil Ramamurthy.
Come on,
at all. I'm still upset.
Come on, Lilith. He's our CW Venom. He's getting out of that cell.
Oh my God! You shut your mouth.
Black goo.
I don't know, man. I don't like how they put this on hold. Basically,
what?
It's just okay, fine. It's just been lackluster. Everybody's just spinning their wheels. Yeah. And they're trying to build up this bond between Iris and Barry. And I'm like, I am Wes Allen to the core, but only because I'm a comic book fan. I'm just going to be honest. I love Candace. I love Grant separately, but together on screen, I'm just like, I don't buy it. Stop trying to stop wasting my time and give me something else.
Really?
Yeah, it's gotten really bad in the last season and a half where I'm just like, I don't care. And Nora made it I just know. Yeah. And it really works, and they haven't repaired it for this season for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I have a lot of issues with the Flash right now.
But it's
still good. I still enjoy it, but it's just stop wasting your time on unimportant important things.
Yeah.
Things feel really hollow and empty now because we're deep into season 6, and the longer a show goes on, the less money they get, and it is showing. The age of this show is showing at this point.
I mean, did they kind of call stuff out a little bit though? Because like even when Ramsey had Barry to control Barry, he's like, why should he come back home to you, Iris? You basically, you accepted his death in crisis. You didn't try to fight it.
Just because you lampshade it doesn't mean I'm not going to give you crap about it.
I know.
Like, that is the rule.
I know. But, I mean...
So, yeah.
What's with Killer Frost PTSD? Is that just so, like, she's not going to show up in crisis? Kill this microphone. Shut up, Phil.
I don't know. Plus, she's pregnant, like the whole thing.
I know, those clothes just keep getting baggier and baggier. I mean, by the end of the season or whenever, is she just gonna like be in big moo-moos and it's just be like, oh, what belly? I don't see nothing.
No, she's gonna permanently be carrying groceries or standing behind a plant. Okay. For all my 90s kids, what's up? If you ever watched The Nanny, the lady that plays Cece was like, I think she was pregnant like twice in the series. And you can tell when you go back and watch the seasons now as an adult, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the season when she was pregnant.
Why was she always sitting down, or was she like holding stuff?
Yeah, she was always sitting down. She was always holding stuff and or hiding behind plants, or they shot her from behind, or it was just like, it's so obvious now. But yeah, so that's what we have to look forward to with Danielle Panabaker.
And like, I don't know, Cisco. Feel the burn. So is he getting his powers back?
As much as I loved Carlos, like I've got sour grapes when it comes to Carlos now. It's just like it's made me like his how he conducts himself outside of the character has kind of like soured me on the character a bit.
Why?
About that whole season, last season, and now this season, it's like whatever.
Why is it? Because it was like, is he leaving? Is he not leaving?
Yeah, I don't play those games. Either poop or get off the pot.
Well, I just wonder. Oh, I mean, is he getting his powers back? And two, is he another one who's not going to make it out of crisis? Because again, is he getting replaced by Chester?
We are not keeping Chester. We kept Ralph, and I didn't say anything. But if we keep Chester, I promise you, somebody's getting a strongly worded letter and a basket full of rotten cheese.
I don't know. I feel like somebody's dying from this cast because the cast is pretty big now. I mean,
yeah, between Cecile, bye-bye.
We got Cecile.
Baby, bye-bye.
Where was that?
Can we go back in time and prevent Joe from meeting Cecile at this point? Can we do that?
And where the hell was that baby? Joe was out in the streets defending the city. Cecile's at the office doing God knows what.
The baby's with Wally in Tibet, damn it. That is my headcanon, and I don't care.
I guess Cecile's daughter could babysit, I guess.
Oh, God. It's like babies just are terrible for TV shows.
But it's terrible. And I know they're like, they don't even throw out a line. It's like, oh, the babysitter, or hey, I got to get home to my baby. There's zombies in the street. Nothing. But no, I mean, this cast is getting so big. Cecile, Ralph, we had, I don't know.
And Ralph has special effects budget. Like, come on, we gotta clean house.
I don't know if Chester's sticking around, but then we have
Chester ain't sticking around. We already got Dreamer on Supergirl. I am drawing the line at Chester.
But then we got what's her face now, UV girl.
Exactly. You're listing all my problems with the Flash.
That's what I'm saying. Look how big this cast is. I swear.
I'm like, who do you think you are? Legends? You're not as cool as you think you are if you think you're legends. Just saying.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we need Barry, Iris. We need.
Honestly, as much as I love Joe, he can go too.
We need two.
He can go too.
We need two people at Star Labs. Well, did they even call it out at the end of the episode when was it Cisco was like, oh, remember before all the double gangers and time travel and flashpoints when it was just us first bad guys?
Yeah, like people are nostalgic for that. Look how Arrow, the last season of Arrow, is doing, where they're like, yeah, we're gonna give you your fan service in a meaningful way. Mm-hmm. Just saying, people kind of miss the old days of Flash. They do.
Mm-hmm. But again, too, is that just like, again, general public's like, oh, too much time travel. I can't think it.
Well, it's not even the time travel, because the time travel makes me laugh. Like, just honestly. Like, as a fan of Primer, which is like one of the most perfect time travel movies ever, it's just like, yeah. Nobody's ever gonna like put the thought into time travel. It's just a MacGuffin. Everybody kind of knows it. Barry loves to make sweet time to the timeline. It's fine. It's a meme at this point. It's fine.
And like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my impatience, but I wanted Barry to break free of Ramsey's hold like sooner. You know, when he was like, kill Iris.
That was, yeah, come on.
When he was like,
we all knew it was going to save him. His dear sweet lightning rod. We get it.
Phrasing. No, but still, it seemed like it took him a while to get free after that, you know, and not until they blew up, you know, the blood in the particle accelerator. The minute he said kill Iris, I was waiting for his eyes to like start glowing and just like fight off the infection. The symbiote.
I don't know, man. I just hope the next half of Flash is good, or season 7. I'm not gonna be season 7.
And I mean, I know eventually got him to distract Ramsey to put him in the cage, but how did he defeat Ramsey? He called his mother.
What in the freaking psycho?
I let you infect me, so
Norman Bates.
I let you infect me so I can put your mother in your head.
Always the mother's fault. I just don't dig it. I don't dig it.
You made me a serial killer.
Like, I just can't. Like, sometimes I put too much thought into it, and it's just like, maybe you guys didn't put enough thought into it. Maybe it's not that I'm overthinking it. Maybe you guys are just callous. Like, I can't with TV anymore. It's so hard. Shut up, Philip. I do not want to hear that as a drop. I will drive up there and kick your ass. I will.
It might be worth it then. But yeah, so yeah, of course, and the episode ends with Red's. So I guess Crisis officially it starts immediately at midnight.
Yes.
I'm like, really?
It's very prompt. I love it.
I'm like, really? It has to start exactly at midnight.
Correct. Red skies are drama, okay? Drama queens. They want to make an entrance. They want to be fabulous.
I know, red skies. And then, I mean, we got the teaser at the end of every episode this week of Nash getting pulled in by the monitor. So does that mean he's going to be Pariah then?
Oh, that's such a bummer.
Yeah, I know.
I was hoping there was more to it than that.
Because he was promising him power. He drags him in.
I was like, no, it had to be Harry too or nothing.
But I guess, I mean, we really can't go too in depth on Pariah because we have so many characters. We got a lot of stuff to get to.
I know. But they could have just said it was Harry from Earth 2. He somehow survived. That's fine. It's fine. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, guys.
In Crisis, is Team Flash finally going to... I mean, I don't even know if they know if Earth 2's gone. No one's mentioned anything on Flash about Earth 2.
I guess because Sensor doesn't have his powers yet, he didn't sense it, or...
Maybe. I don't know. But, okay, here's my thing. But when Gypsy's dad showed up, shouldn't he have said dropped something like, oh yeah, Earth 2's gone?
You know, I don't think this season the writers' room was keeping in touch with each other Okay, I think that's what it basically boils down, because it was so big and they had so little time to pull this together, to be honest.
Okay, that's my nitpick with Arrow. I'm loving this season of Arrow, but I'm like, okay, if you think all of the multiverse is at stake, why wouldn't he call Barry in Team Flash?
Because he knows a secret that he's keeping, and
what, that he's gonna die?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to tell him that part, do you?
I was trying to be a better person. He can't keep that secret from basically his best friend. Sorry, that's not Felicity. Sorry.
Oh my lord.
Sorry.
All right. Let's get to Arrow.
Okay.
Season 8.
No lies. This was the weakest. Sorry, go ahead.
What? The weakest this week? What? Season 8 episode
No. This is,
Purgatory, because you know where we're at.
Yeah. I think it was the weakest episode for the season of Arrow. Like, I wasn't feeling it.
Why?
It just felt off to me.
Yao Fei?
Yeah, I know.
Eddie,
she said, like, ugh.
I was like, Eddie fires, what the F?
Yeah, it's like too little too late on this whole island deal. Like, after they blew up the island, I was like, I don't want to be back here.
Oh my god, I'm surprised they they didn't give us just like some. I mean, they didn't get the fight. I don't think 1-on-1, but if you just would have had one shot of Connor and Eddie Fires,
Yeah.
you comic book people will get that.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not enough Oliver. I don't know what it was. I was just off. It was just off to me.
Well, again,
Their formula was a bit tainted, I guess, this week.
and again, I know he's in Crisis, but this is Lilith. This is the last episode of Arrow this year.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not getting the last. Well, we'll get the episode of. Well, no, yeah, the Crisis one, and then 2 more in 2020, and that's it.
I know.
3 more episodes. Of Arrow.
I know.
3 more episodes of Arrow, but we'll get the cheat a little bit because they'll be in the episodes next week.
It's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a shorter week next week. See, we only get, well, if you count Black Lightning, 4 episodes next week.
Plus 2 of Kevin Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Crying, probably.
Hey, come over here Tuesday night, right after The Flash. We're going to get beat with Kevin Smith.
Like idiots.
He's all Hollywood now.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It just like it feels so weird to me. Like I can't picture life without Arrow.
I know.
It's like no incentive to, like, I'm gonna be honest, no incentive to watch the other shows. Okay, Steven's gone. Nobody else has abs. It's fine.
Wow. Well, remember, we'll be talking more Batman, in a post Arrow world, but
talk the original.
Oh, wait.
The original Batman, not Green Bat.
I know, but we're gonna have to plan a big Arrow finale special.
Yeah, we definitely do have to do that.
I don't care if anything else is on that week. I think that week we should just focus on Arrow.
Yes, agreed. They're doing that. Are they doing the after thingy? The after show? Is that why it's 2 hours? The finale.
Yeah, they're doing some kind of behind the scenes thing. I thought, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's before or after it. But yeah.
Usually they do the retrospective before. They've done it for Gossip Girl, and I think it was One Tree Hill, and that's how. Oh my God! And Supernatural's going to be done. I am probably going to be done with this. I might be free of the damn CW.
I was going to say that's the only thing keeping me on CW is the Arrowverse shows.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still be watching the rest of them, but yeah, we probably won't be podcasting about them as much.
Well, Legends, Abby, but
what?
Oh, we're going to podcast about Legends. Don't think you're getting out of Legends.
What?
Yeah. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Thought we were going all Batman.
We can, but we need to check in on Legends.
It
might be its last season. Oh, we know it could be the last season of Legends. Supergirl.
I know, but who's going to be left on that show? Sarah and Mick. Everyone else is going to be replacements.
I just need to know whenever they bring Zari back, and then I'm like, yes. But anyway.
Oh my Lord.
I think my favorite episode was probably actually Supergirl this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, it's a certain formula for Arrow in its last season that I have in my mind, and it just didn't meet that criteria. It was good, but like, I don't know, Supergirl, like I said, Lena made me feel things.
What, did they sour you when they cut Roy's arm off?
No, I've been waiting for that. Since day one when he showed up in the red hoodie, I've been and they said this isn't going to be Speedy, this is going to be Arsenal. I'm like, well, when are we going to cut his arm off? When are we going to do this?
They changed that timeline.
Yeah. And I'm still bitter about the spinoff and how they're handling the flash forward and stuff. Like it's a whole thing with Arrow.
Yeah, because episode 9 is just going to be them, right? No Oliver.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be weird. So he's going to have his Crisis episode.
It's the backdoor pilot.
And then the kids,
in a final season.
And then the kids are going to be not episode 9. Yeah, and then it's going to be the final. So that's what I'm saying. Does he die in Crisis? And then, is episode 10 going to be, is he really dead? I don't know.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think it was a good week for the Arrowverse. I think it was kind of like just because they're spinning their wheels because, everybody had to like wrap it up and stick these stupid teasers in and stuff. Like,
yeah, they come to a quick end.
I feel like Crisis next from here on out need to be like at the end of the year, which I know is like literally impossible because of how filming schedules work, but make it work.
Or the beginning.
It's hurt everybody's season.
Or the beginning. Open everyone's season with a crossover.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That way you don't have to worry about it.
But you also have to think about their ratings. So like basically we're in sweeps and stuff like that too. So like I get it from a business standpoint, but it's been stressing me out. Well, remember, Crisis has been stressing me out.
Well, remember other years they would do the crossover and then every show would get like their mid-season finale after the crossover.
Exactly.
Yeah. Although I guess that'd be kind of anticlimactic to have Crisis and then everyone has like a mid-season finale after that.
Exactly. It's like what?
Especially when you're chopping it up into 2 parts.
Yeah. I'm so nervous for next week. Obviously Sunday's my birthday, so I'm not even gonna be able to watch Supergirl live.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to either. It's gonna be on at 11 o'clock here. After the post-football talk.
There are other ways, Philip.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know, matey. You might have to help me with that. But it's just like, I'm just like.
I mean, you can have a friend from Chicago. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
You guys could Skype and watch it together or something if they're not busy.
I think Tyler said he would Skype it for me or whatever. I'm just like, I'm spoiled. I want the nice quality. The HD.
I know, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I mean, again, it'll record at 11. If nothing else, I can just watch it the next day.
Yeah, I feel so bad with it, but they should have never started a Crisis on a Sunday. Like, point blank.
I do have next Wednesday off. I should get drunk Tuesday night.
Drunk on green tea? Okay, buddy.
Lilith, can you believe what they did? Oh, they love their house.
That's gonna be me on the last episode of Arrow. I'm definitely gonna be drunk.
Oh, nice. All right. So should we?
I already got it planned out. Green drinks.
Doing your cleanse, huh?
Yep.
All right. Should we get out of here?
Let's do it.
All right, everyone. Again, join us here next week for Crisis Part 1 with our special guest from the Krypton Report. And yes, you could, if you're listening to this on the podcast, join us tomorrow night immediately after Flash. Don't bother with Kevin Smith. Come join us. We'll talk back. We'll talk back to you. He's on TV. He won't talk back to you. So email your thoughts. Night 1 and night 2. Email us your thoughts. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Remember to check out all our social media links at Linktree. That's linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And support the sponsors. Pod Life the Book, Hunt a Killer, Tweaked Audio, and check the show notes for the Southgate Media Group link to Amazon as you do your holiday shopping, and send your tributes to Master Doom. All hail Master Doom. And Lilith Hellfire, where can people send you condolence cards when characters start dropping?
You guys can find me on the interwebs via Twitter at Lilith Hellfire or over on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69. Hello, Megan. I just need a shirt that says Hello, Megan. They don't have Miss Martian merch, and I need it. HBO Max, get on that.
HBO Max. I was going to say DC Universe, but yeah, HBO Max. Yes. Or hey, you people love Lilith Hellfire, send her a Hello Megan shirt. Put a Martian on it.
White Martian form, her true form, damn it.
Here, girl, your body's out of this world.
Go home, Philip. You're drunk.
Anyway, thank you for joining us again. Join us next week. Special guest, Crisis will be here. We can console you because they're going to do some kind of cliffhanger. It's going to be big. Biggest we've ever seen in the Arrowverse, I'm sure.
On TV, period. Let's just be honest.
Oh, true. So again, join us next week. Don't fail this city, this podcast, or this broken multiverse.
Or this multiverse.
This broken multiverse.